sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby,
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and to change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
20. 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards. And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. The Eagles will set up. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Let's go now. Go.
First and 10 at the
back to Robinson now on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 33.
And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 35 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Robinson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
Tag! 19-18.
They'll throw with Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Penix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff. Now he's free to midfield. Saquon Barkley. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
43-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And a dump off here to Robinson. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
That'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3rd and 5.
Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Falcons 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This one is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm finished.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would favor using Eagles passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of run away from it in the first half, but then they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your me, click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, go drop with it. Do a step with it, put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me, I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
By Caden Ellis. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. In motion left, Flowers. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. This is fielded at the 27. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. A play fake. Now Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
They'll run with Robinson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. This to Penix, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Jackson. A quick hitter complete. It's Andrews. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but take a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that when wide receivers work on a little bit more. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
7-6.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and he stopped him short of the first. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Looking to throw Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Tiger.
And looking to throw, Penix. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons first down. And 8 yards.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for the nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Ready.
Robinson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to raise that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. On to give, here's Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They are going for it. Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff now to Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the air, Penix. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff, Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run again here with Robinson. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Now Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get into the ground at about the 23.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. 70, go.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Robinson. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Penix. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson. Incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.